Well, Commissioner Batts is under fire from several fronts. Earlier this month, the U.S. Justice Department launched an investigation of the police force. Commissioner Anthony Batts joins us now. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. I want to get to the murder rate and this alleged work slowdown in a moment. But first, this is one police officer, but this person, man or woman, I can't say, saying that they've lost confidence in your ability to lead, calling for your resignation. Do you feel that's representative of the opinion of a lot of police officers on your force?
I think this organization has a lot of people with different opinions. You have an organization that I feel that there's some officers here who are hurt. I think there's officers here who feel that they're not supported. I think there's officers here who are just in a time of being disoriented as a whole. I don't think there's only one issue that's taking place within the police organization. It's going through a shaking. I think officers are realizing, are going through a transition, that a significant change has to take place within the police department, as well as the city is going through a shaking time. And do you have some officers that may not be pleased with me? I'm a reformed chief of police or police commissioner. I came here at the direction of the mayor to make changes, and we're going through those changes over the last 2 years. And I think what officers usually want you to do is, no matter what they do, is to stand up for them and say, I support my guys. Well, I support my guys, and I think the police officers in Baltimore have the hearts of lions. And you have a lot of good police officers here that do a very good job, who are very dedicated. But also, I have no problem in identifying officers that are problematic in addressing that.
Let me ask you about the numbers. I mean, murders, other crimes are way up since the Freddie Gray incident. In the last 30 days alone, I think Baltimore's seen 39 murders. Arrests are actually way down. Before the Freddie Gray incident, the average number of weekly arrests was 626. Last week, I understand the number was down to 358, if I'm not mistaken. How do you explain that? Is there a work slowdown from Baltimore PD?
Well, I hope not. I hope that my guys have stronger character than that.
How do you explain the numbers, though?
I hope my guys understand and realize, as I was saying, as my guys have strong character, I hope they realize that what their actions are and the fact that the community needs them. When I'm going through the roll calls, what I share with them, Anderson, is the fact that remember why you came onto this job. Remember why you put that gun belt on, why you put that badge on, why you wear that uniform every single day for the grandmothers, for the babies, for the little ones. And because you have some degree of uncertainty here within the organization, some officers have asked, they asked about articulable reasonable suspicion. Do they need more training in it? Do they need to know how to articulate it? And do they feel comfortable with that? And so we're getting them training to make sure that they feel safe with that, they're comfortable with that. We've had peer counselors in this entire week because officers needed to get steam off and share their frustrations. So for the things that that are tangible, we're listening to them, we're inspiring them, we're reminding them why they do the job that they do every single day, because the city counts on them. And I hope that there is not a slowdown, and what kind of a message that sends to the community and to the government if that's the case.
Because, I mean, the numbers certainly do seem to indicate some sort of a slowdown. The officer is saying that the police in Baltimore are only responding to 911 calls, not walking the beat. There's no community engagement, really no investigation, just doing the bare minimum of policing. And I think you yourself have said that in the Western District, you have to send in multiple officers to respond even to just regular calls.
Yeah, there's an array of different things that are occurring. I think when you guys started off, you said that I said that there was only violence in the Western, and that's not the truth or accurate. I said the Western is leading our city in the level of violence. Even during the week that we had the civil unrest, we had 9 homicides that took place in the Western. Now, when we investigated those shootings, they were connected to what we believe is gang-related activity. It wasn't by happenstance that those homicides took place. We had 5 people shot yesterday in a shooting, which is a historic gang warfare that had taken place. And our numbers are soaring because we're having groupings of shooting people, multiple people shot in groupings, which are leading us to believe there's gang nexus to the shootings that have taken place. Now, with the shooting yesterday, those officers came and engaged. As soon as that happened, you had numerous officers on the scenes. They chased the bad guys into the house. They were able to take them into custody. What I do know is that officers have taken off 10+ guns off the streets in the last 5 days. They've done multiple search warrants. They did search warrants in the Western. People were taken to jail. So there are officers out there who are making impacts and contacts, but there are probably officers who are frustrated, who are angry, who have to work through this, and they have to get back on their job and be professional to get the job done.
Well, Commissioner Batts, I know it's a tough thing to talk about. I appreciate you coming on and answering the questions. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.